Good morning, Zoya. How are you? I just received the information from the title company that the transaction was approved and we are free to get the checks. I told her that you are going to go there to get your checks. Please leave the check for Black Oak there because I'm going to pick up. I'm going to be in that area today. And Zoya, thank you very much for everything during this process. I know in the midst of it, sometimes we get things get heated, but you know, you are protecting your client, which is yourself and your brother, and I'm protecting mine. But in the end of the day, we know that we are working for a greater good, which is doing the transaction and making everybody happy. So thank you for everything. I'll stop by to get the check in the afternoon, the title company. Please leave the check for Black Oak there, and I hope to do business with you in the future. Thank you. Since October 1st, I started this new strategy and I'm getting about 3 leads per day on Instagram without paying. And basically on Instagram, I do 4 posts a day, 1, 2, 3, 4, at 7 a.m., at 12 p.m., at 5 p.m., 17 hours, and at 10 p.m. The 7 a.m. is basically a video of me talking about something on the market. The last one was about Blackstone, and then I talk about mortgage or whatever. So here I do about market. At midday, I usually do a slide with some topic. Last one that I did was target Brazilians, so people who speak more languages or get people from other countries can do that also. I put the how to buy an off-plan property, the 5 or 7 steps. So offer, EOI, those kind of things. And Instagram loves the carousel because people spend more time on the post and then they start showing to more people. So second post is a carousel. At 5 p.m., I usually do like a selfie style video of me talking about something. The last one that I did on Friday, this is mostly from Monday to Friday. Friday I went to a site of a project called Butterfly in Arjan, which for me, for investors, is very good because it has a 4-year post-handover payment plan without interest. And I also did that in Portuguese. Look, you have 10 years of free money in this project, and I explained just walking on the street doing like a selfie. And the last one, so here is selfie. And the last one is usually a 9-second video. Like you go to a developer's office, you do a 9-second video of a mock-up, and then you use that video to just play a message to the viewer. So my last one was a project in Ras Al Khaimah. The post was not about the project, but 5 or whatever number of reasons to move to Dubai, and then the person stays there for 9 seconds waiting for the thing, and then the 5 reasons are actually on the caption. And in all captions I put a call to action. Comment certain words to get more information or something like that. So this has given me on Instagram 3 leads per day, meaning I get their name, their phone, and their email, and then you follow up. Without paying anything. The closing that we did Friday was like that. It happened today, actually, the closing. Was for a client like that. I did a post, she contacted me.
Most of the time your language. And most of the time you're using your language.
This was a local, actually. This was a local, yeah. So I'm always mixing between Portuguese and English. And I usually, the same post that I do, I repurpose on the other format. So if I do a post about the market, then I repurpose it in another day in a carousel format. And the same post I repurpose in the selfie format. And the same post I repurpose on here. So with one topic you can actually have 4 different different kind of posts. And this way you never get without ideas of what I'm going to post now because I already talked about this. So if you speak multiple languages, talk about the same thing in another language, get different people. Because now social media, they are based on interest, not on your followers. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. Some videos I have 10,000 views, some videos I have 400, because it's about the interest of that video. So from YouTube, on Instagram. On YouTube, I receive less leads, but the leads on YouTube, they come ready, right? I was talking to Tarek. Some of you know I'm an agent here in the US, so I create content for both. Last Friday, not this week, the other week, someone came to me, hey Daniel, the video about the projects that you built in Florida, I want to do it. He didn't came to me for me to do a pitch. He came to me to buy. So Saturday we did a call and we are closing the deal. So it comes ready. So the leads on YouTube are very good. Instagram, they ask you a bunch of questions. On YouTube, they are following you for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and when they come to you, they come to buy.
Search on YouTube.
YouTube, remember, YouTube is not a video platform. YouTube is a search engine. People go to YouTube to answer their questions. So just use it. So on YouTube, I'm doing 2 videos per day. One is a video that is going to be between 10 to 18 minutes about the market. So last week I did about commercial properties. I did the process of buying a property here in Dubai, how to get a mortgage, all those kind of stuff. Just me talking. It's very easy to edit. The second video, so this one goes on 6 p.m. at night. The other one goes at 8 a.m., which is a vlog style video where I'm showing how it is to live in Dubai. Because a lot of people, especially my kind of clients that are from abroad, they still have misconception about the Middle East. So I'm showing them how is the day-to-day living here, show behind the scenes, go to projects, those kind of stuff. And I also use one of these posts in the community tab. YouTube also you can do post texting, which is a community tab, basically for people who use on the phones and smartphones. The show, the TV doesn't show. But the same post that you do here, you can post here, carousel and everything. So these 3 posts I'm doing every day. And on LinkedIn, I usually get one of these topics, these same topics, and I repurpose to LinkedIn. I don't use the same format, but the same message. Because on LinkedIn is a little bit different. So if I want to talk about the project, instead of doing a video, I learned that in LinkedIn, pictures perform better. So when you go to a developer's office, take a picture of the mock-up with you, showing your face is always better, and then more people will see, and I do here. I don't get a lot of leads from LinkedIn, but it's good to be there. So this one, that's why I don't create a dedicated content for here. I just repurpose, and it's simple. When you are posting one, you just go and post on everything. This post, I post on Instagram and TikTok and on YouTube Shorts. Right? I also do shorts here. You also do shorts. This, when you post YouTube, TikTok works very well, the carousels also. Same thing. You take 20 minutes to post in all platforms, doesn't take much more than that. And when I get comments and follows, I go to everyone that follow me and I send them a personalized message. Hey Nader, how are you today? And then on Instagram, you can save replies. So the first one is with your name, so you know that I'm talking to you. And the second one is a save reply. Hey, thank you very much for following my content. I just want to know if there's anything special that you would like that brought you here, or if there's anything that I can help you. Most of them don't reply, but the one that does is where I'm getting the...
That's on YouTube
or Instagram and TikTok. But there is where I get their name and their number. Because if they ask me a question, I say, oh, I have a material for you. Can I send you on your WhatsApp? And then they give me their number. And then when I go to WhatsApp, I say, I have more information. Can I send you through email? Then I get the email. I don't ask everything at once. So this way you build a database, and my goal is to build a database of 150 people by the end of the year. That's why 3 people per day. That's what I'm aiming. That's what I'm working with.
How do you, from your experience, is it easier to get a number or an email? Is it better to ask for number first?
I ask the number first. Yeah, I ask the number first. Okay, can I send you on WhatsApp?
On YouTube, do you ever do like property tours?
I do property tours. On last week actually, they perform very well. So the vlogs that I did doing showings for my clients perform very well. But they usually, when you do just a property tour, from my experience, they don't perform very well. Yeah. those who don't know, I used to be a professor in the university in my city, and teaching and sharing knowledge is something that I really like to do, I really love. So when I have opportunities like I had this morning to share with the team how I do and I create and I program my social media content, I get very excited. That's why I have courses, right? I teach people how to do real estate development. I teach agents on how to sell over the internet. So yeah, I really like that part of my life. Just spend a couple of hours here at the developer's office to pick up the best units for my client. He wants to invest in something that he can get the golden visa, but still, even though the main purpose is the golden visa, we always need to think about what's going to happen next, right? Once he has the property, when he has the golden visa, how is this investment going to perform? So he wanted to get a golden visa, we need to get at least 2 million dirhams in properties. It can be one property or multiple property. And another thing that he wanted was, of course, a discount. Everybody wants a discount. Everybody wants to make a good deal. And he also wanted the golden visa, like the processing of the golden visa, right? That they pay the golden visa. So I came to the developer and said, look, client is ready. We want to buy at least 2 million in properties for the golden visa, and let's pick the unit. So we picked the unit. Now we want to negotiate. So we made an offer. I was authorized by the client to make an offer. So I made an offer, and they came back with a counter offer. I came back with another one, and we finalized the best price. And now I said, okay, now I need another thing. I need the golden visa for him, his wife, and his daughter. So 3 golden visas. And he said, oh, Daniel, you're killing me. So I also got him some benefits for the golden visa. So now I need to get back to the client. He's in Brazil, so we need to wait for him to wake up in the next couple of hours and then present the results that I got for him. So I got good units, high floors, discount, and golden visa. So that's what we do. Now he needs to make a decision and move forward.